This morning, Republicans holding their state convention in La Crosse this weekend, how they're hoping to rebuild after a series of election losses.
And we're tracking some scattered shower and thunderstorm chances for some on your Father's Day. Just who gets it coming up.
Also, Irish bowling, what is it? And how did many enjoy the quirky event on Saturday? We have the details on that and more. It's Sunday, June 18th. Good morning and thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Zorski. On this Father's Day, we're going to go over to Alex Harrington for your first horn forecast. Alex, how are you doing this morning?
Hey, pretty dandy there, Kyle. Hopefully you fathers out there are doing pretty dandy as well. If you want the sun, we got that for some of you fathers. If you want the rain, we've got that for some of you fathers. Let's take a look at the Father's Day forecast, breaking it down here. Clouds, scattered shower, a few sprinkles in southwestern Wisconsin. Temperatures right up around 67 degrees as we go towards the lunch hour. Take that lunch outside for Dad. I'm not anticipating any scattered showers and thunderstorms at the lunch hour, but as we head towards the 4 o'clock hour, as temperatures boost up to around 83 degrees, some of you fathers out there, especially west of Madison out towards La Crosse, might see a couple of scattered showers and some thunderstorms. Again, mostly dry for much of your Father's Day morning, but as we head into the afternoon and evening west of Madison, let's say west of the Dells, down to Madison, down to Janesville, areas west stand a better chance for a couple afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms, although most places, even with the scattered activity, will stay dry. High temperatures on your Father's Day. We'll do an 80 in the Dells, 83 in Madison, 80 in La Crosse, 75 to the west in Rochester, and 76 in Decorah. Coming up in Maine weather in just a couple minutes, we'll track those scattered showers and those thunderstorms, and we'll take a flashback to a tornado in 1992.
Thank you so much, Alex. After suffering 2 losing elections, Wisconsin Republicans met in La Crosse this weekend to chart a course ahead for the next year. What will the next presidential election look like for Republicans? Political reporter Will Keneally is in La Crosse with their answer.
So like you said, this is going to be a little bit of a rebuilding year for Republicans as they look to make gains in next year's presidential election. And we heard from them throughout the day. Top of mind, President Joe Biden and Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin.
I hear all these questions about, oh, isn't Tammy Baldwin strong because she's a very strong comment and all that sort of things.
That's what we heard a lot of at the state Democratic convention last weekend. Tammy Baldwin will be a formidable opponent for whichever Republican decides to run against her. But State Party Chair Brian Schimming is not deterred.
For people who think they're long-term strong incumbents, ask where U.S. Senator Russ Feingold is lately.
Former Democratic Senator Feingold lost his seat to now 3-term Senator Ron Johnson, who's looking for Republican company in Washington.
There's no rush right now. I mean, I didn't even decide to run the first time till May of 2010, so we have plenty of time here. These elections are way too long, so I'm certainly not panicking.
There have been a handful of names floated as a Republican challenger, including Minocqua Congressman Tom Tiffany.
Certainly considering it at this point. I would expect in probably the next month and a half we'll make a decision in regards to whether to do it or not.
Whoever faces Baldwin will share the ballot next year with President Biden and whichever Republican candidate faces him for president. Many of the declared candidates sent video messages to the convention in La Crosse, including former President Donald Trump.
1 year from now, Republicans will gather in Wisconsin for the 2024 Republican National Convention. I love that idea and I love that state.
So according to a WISCPolitics.com straw poll of convention goers, Trump is by far the favorite of Wisconsin Republicans to rematch Biden next fall. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is in second, about 18 points behind. Reporting from La Crosse, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
That same straw poll shows Northwood's Congressman Tom Tiffany as the most favored candidate to challenge Senator Tammy Baldwin, and second for Milwaukee Sheriff David Clark. Also at the convention was La Crosse Representative Derek Van Orden. He spoke Saturday saying a key issue for him is rail safety after the train derailment in DeSoto this April.
I got the Rail Safety Act through our committee. We're going to have 15 more rail inspectors, and that came directly from Jennifer, who is the chairwoman of the NTSB. We have to make sure that Americans have confidence in the intermodal transportation system for goods, and that's the railroads. If the railroads stop, America stops.
Van Orden says he is also pushing hard for the Farm Bill, a bill that crosses Congress's desk every 5 years. It would provide funding for farmers. He says this bill touches Americans across the board every day. President Biden kicked off his campaign for re-election Saturday afternoon in Philadelphia. The first official rally of his final run for office has him speaking before union groups. The president emphasized recent economic gains in the country, including a strong labor market. Polls show potential voters give the president low marks for his handling of the economy as prices have soared and interest rates have skyrocketed. It was Biden's first public event since Republican frontrunner Donald Trump was indicted on charges related to his handling of classified documents, although the president has asked Democratic leadership to not comment publicly on the legal case. More local news now. The Dane County Sheriff's Office is investigating a home invasion they said occurred early Saturday morning in the town of Middleton. Officers were called to a home on the 3800 block of Silver Bell Road just after 5:15 a.m. after the homeowners woke up to find someone in their garage. Police said that person entered the garage by using a garage door opener that was left in a vehicle in the driveway. Police said the suspects tried to enter the home but were prevented from doing so by the homeowner. A purse and a set of keys were taken. The Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigation is investigating after they say a Vernon County Sheriff's deputy shot and killed a person during a traffic stop. Deputies were doing a welfare check in Genoa Friday around 6 p.m. Officials say a person drove away from the traffic stop with a deputy hanging on the side of the vehicle. A deputy fired their gun and hit the person, who was pronounced dead at the scene. To learn more about the investigation, you can head to channel3000.com. Monday is Juneteenth, but in Madison, the celebrations have already begun. Braden Ross has this story.
It's just love. It feels like home.
For Madison's Black community, today is a celebration.
I love that it's a holiday that brings us all together for one common goal. That's to celebrate Black freedom, Black excellence, Black everything.
Monday is Juneteenth, a staple holiday marking the day the last slaves in Texas found out they were free.
People come out for this celebration, multiple generations. I got 3 generations here myself, and you see how fabulous I look?
I've been coming to Juneteenth for 50 years.
Annie Weatherby Flowers is the founder of Madison's Juneteenth celebration.
We started, and we had 500 people or so, and a $1,000 budget.
Today, the event is a little bigger.
This right here is called an old school area. We about to get cracking.
Filling Penn Park with community organizations, performances, and of course, good food.
You should come to Juneteenth and leave learning something that you didn't know prior.
For Weatherby Flowers, it all comes down to one thing.
See, like those are my grandbabies. To see them know that this is important, that they're on the main stage, that they're singing the national anthem, because that's the kind of way that you create legacy.
She says she's proud to have created something to be enjoyed by generations to come.
Facebook doesn't create legacy, it creates trends, but things that kids can remember and made them feel special are the things that last.
For News 3 Now, I'm Braden Ross.
Vietnam veterans from Wisconsin were honored in Washington, D.C. this weekend by the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Fund. The 43 Wisconsin veterans are among the over 500 Vietnam veterans nationwide who were inducted into the fund's memory program during a ceremony Saturday. The program allows families and friends to memorialize service members who returned home and later died.
The Vietnam War was unpopular at home, yet nearly 3 million Americans served in Vietnam when called to serve their country. They served for lots of reasons. Could be a legal requirement because they were drafted, a sense of duty to their country, or even so that others didn't have to serve.
It has been over 50 years since American troops first set foot in Vietnam. A sport that dates back to the Renaissance was brought back to life in lacrosse yesterday. Irish Fest Lacrosse hosted its Irish Road Bowling Tournament, where competitors throw a lead ball down a course of country roads. 18 two-person teams came together at the tournament. A bowling ball made of iron and steel, like a cannonball, is much like a shot put.
The theory is that the Irish actually stole cannonballs from the British Army, and they didn't want to carry them back to their camp, so they just rolled them down the road instead. And so it's kind of like golf, where we team up and the lowest score wins.
The annual Road Bowling Tournament usually kicks off the Irish Fest season but it's not quite here yet. This year, the 19th Annual Irish Fest will be held the second weekend of August in La Crosse. Still ahead, we got a couple events to check out today, including one specifically designed for fathers on this Father's Day. You're not going to want to miss that. And you're taking a live look outside. Alex has another check of the forecast just next.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $1,200 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $1,200 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
At Lawton Cates, we provide compassion and guidance after a serious accident. From the first phone call, we're by your side. We know how much is at stake, and we're dedicated to ensuring you can heal and move forward. Your life counts. Lawton Cates.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit vrapwi.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
You were made to act spontaneously. We were made to help plan accordingly.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World, your locally owned and nationally known remodeler. Experience customer care and appreciation like you deserve with a family-owned small business located right here in Madison. Let us prove to you that quality and comfort are affordable with a house full of windows starting at $4,800. For the best windows, the best install, and the best price, call Window World today.
For muscle cramps and spasms, TheraWorks absorbs quickly for relief. So get back at it.
TheraWorks works.
For fast muscle relief, TheraWorks works. Try TheraWorks and get back at it.
FlexSteel is furniture that comforts, furniture for living, furniture with a heart of steel. Save big during our FlexSteel authorized sale, going on now at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
And happy Father's Day from me to you folks. And I got a pretty good forecast out there for you fathers that want water. My father lives in southwestern Wisconsin. I'll be heading out to the farm here after the show, take my dog Loki, do the weather walk and talks, hang out with Dad, and I'm sure the euchre cards are going to be flying later this afternoon. Well, the forecast on your Father's Day, temperatures in the lower 80s, partly sunny conditions. Some fathers are going to have sunny skies all day. Some fathers are going to have some scattered showers and some thunderstorms. So my father in southwestern Wisconsin might have a treat for you in the rain department. Coming up here in just a second, we'll track those showers and those thunderstorms. We do have those chances mainly west of Madison. Unfortunately, it won't be enough to break the drought, and it does look like the drought will worsen for all as we carry on into the late work week. But I have really, really good news for all of us that want that water. Better storm chances are looking like they will enter the forecast by next weekend. In the temperature department, it will be warm today. It's going to be climbing in the temperature department all work week, with some places cracking near 90 degrees as we head into the middle and latter part of the work week. Let's take a look at our high-resolution radar track. Where do we have any showers and thunderstorms right now? Well, no thunderstorms, but we do have showers roughly from Rochester to Winona to La Crosse down to Viroqua and then off towards the east and southeast towards Lone Rock. But I think some of these showers might be struggling to make it to the ground because we have very dry conditions near the surface. So as that rain falls through the atmosphere and gets into that dry surface air, some of it is evaporating. But the rain is helping to make the atmosphere a little bit more humid, which will help bring better chances for showers and thunderstorms as we head towards the mid and late afternoon hours to the north and west of Lone Rock and the Dells out towards La Crosse. Look at a couple of scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms. Better chances as we head towards the Father's Day evening time frame. Look at these scattered showers and thunderstorms from La Crosse down towards Crawford County, towards the east, south of Boscoville, south and west of Lone Rock, down towards Platteville. As those storms move towards the east and northeast, they will likely get right about to Marshfield, to the Dells, let's say down towards Arena, Mazomanie, west of Madison, and then the storms will start to fizzle as they continue to move towards the east as we head into the later part of your Father's Day night. And then as we head into the first day of the work week, temperatures starting off in the lower to middle to even upper 60s in some areas, folks. Warm day as we head into your Monday with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Drought conditions across all of the upper Midwest right now. Again, today's showers, those thunderstorms, they will help to alleviate a little bit of that dryness, but not enough to break the drought, Kyle and folks. Coming up in a little while, I will show the 10-day forecast where we have better chances for rain coming up next weekend for all of southern Wisconsin. Then we'll do a flashback as well to 1992, where we had a tornado on this very near date in Oregon, Wisconsin.
Thank you so much, Alex. We'll have to check back in just a little bit. And now, calling all dads, if you're looking for a way to spend Father's Day, there's an event just for you happening in Wisconsin Dells. Noah's Ark is hosting their 5th annual Father's Day belly flop competition. It all starts today at 1 p.m. You can register at the booth at the entrance to the park. The flop features a panel of judges, a DJ, and prizes, which include a portable grill, cooler, tents, lawn chairs, and plenty more, all that fathers enjoy. Again, it's all taking place today at Noah's Ark in Wisconsin Dells. Another event to check out, the Rock County Historical Society is welcoming guests today to their 2nd annual Vintage Car Show. It takes place today from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Vehicles of all makes and models will be up for display up until 2008. Guests will all see that. It's all taking place at the Rock County Historical Society campus at 426 North Jackson Street in Janesville. Admission is $10. And trending now, archaeologists have found a gleaming 3,000-year-old sword at a burial site in southern Germany. The well-preserved sword was discovered last week in the state of Bavaria. Researchers believe it was left in the grave as a burial gift. They say a sword like this with an octagonal handle made entirely from bronze is a rare find. It's thought to date back to the end of the 14th century BCE. Coming up, our Shane Hogan sits down with Dr. Rupa Shah to talk about restless leg syndrome, what it is, and how you can treat it is next.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeofHomes.com and purchase your tickets today. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison Readers Poll for 2023. Vote for the Best of Madison online today, including Mosquito Squad for Best Pest Control. Mosquito Squad of South Central Wisconsin, from dawn to past dusk. You decide when it's time to go inside.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Fancy Feast. Chef inspired. Cat adored. Every silky broth. Every impeccable pate. Every delicious detail brings you and your cat closer together. Fancy Feast. Love is in the details.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you can enjoy the dreams you've worked so hard to achieve. Save up to 27% when you bundle home, auto, and life. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
You got me.
Tag. You're it. Imagine a world with no drama. With 4imprint, you don't have to chase down the perfect promotional products. Exclusive apparel, bags, drinkware, and more. 4imprint will help you capture the moment and guarantee to deliver your order on time and on budget. Take the drama out of ordering promotional products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Join us at the Madison Parade of Homes, exclusively sponsored by Nuns. Visit and get inspired for your 2023 building and remodeling projects. Go to MadisonParadeOfHomes.com and purchase your tickets today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Happy Father's Day to you fathers out there. From me to you, I've got good news for those fathers that want the water as we head out further into the future from the Climate Prediction Center. Our 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, look at all the green across the northern part of the United States, and that includes the state of Wisconsin. So what this means is better than normal chances of having precipitation over the next 6 to 10 days, which would be a lovely turn of the weather pattern across the area. It will be accompanied with warm temperatures, so hopefully we do get that more beneficial rainfall as we head out into the later portion of next weekend. We could see that in our 7 to 10 day forecast. A dry stretch, the drought will worsen across the Madison area, but good news, next weekend we're looking like we could have some of the better rain chances that we've had in quite a few weeks, and that also goes for our friends in La Crosse. Temperatures in the upper 80s to lower 90s as well as we move into the first few days of summer, followed by appreciable chances for rain. I hope I can say appreciable as we head into next weekend. Coming up in just a bit, we'll break down chances for rain on your Father's Day and a flashback to the Oregon tornado of 1992.
Thank you so much, Alex. Restless leg syndrome is a common but underdiagnosed condition which causes uncontrollable and often painful urges to kick and thrash the legs when trying to fall asleep. In this morning's health conversation, Shane Hogan sits down with Dr. Rupa Shah to talk about it.
Approximately 10% of Americans suffer from a common yet underdiagnosed disorder that causes uncontrollable and often painful urges to kick and thrash the legs when trying to fall asleep. To explain more about restless leg syndrome, I'm joined today by Dr. Rupa Shah, SSM Health Family Medicine and Wellness Coach. Now, Dr. Shah, let's start real simple. What is restless leg syndrome for those that maybe have never heard of it?
Yeah, so it's sort of what it sounds like. It is that urge to kind of, the feeling that you need to move your legs. It can be this irritating sensation that you feel uncomfortable, cramping. Usually this occurs in the evening hours or bedtime, and people just find it really hard to fall asleep because they feel like they have to get up and walk around. They can have pain, cramping, but just this irresistible urge to move your legs, making it harder to sleep at night.
Yeah, that is not sound fun to deal with. Now, what causes restless leg syndrome?
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. People don't exactly know what the causes of it are. There does tend to be a little bit of a genetic component to it, but there are some underlying things that we do check for. So if you think you have it, it's worth talking to your physician because having an iron deficiency anemia, diabetes, Parkinson's, or even kidney problems can be one of the causes of restless legs. Most people, however, don't have any of those. They really just have restless leg syndrome.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. But as always, talking to your doctor, kind of feeling out that process.
Yeah.
Now, what can people do to relieve restless leg syndrome?
Yeah, again, sort of a tough area because we do have medication for it. So seeing a board-certified neurologist can really help to talk about the medication treatment for it. Other things that help, just supportive-wise, exercising, doing some stretches before bed, either hot or cold baths might be useful, whirlpool baths. Sometimes physical therapy can even be helpful for these folks to give them some relief. So trying some different things to see what might work for you.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. Dr. Shaw, where else can people find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at Wellness with Dr. Shaw.
All right, thank you as always.
Thank you.
There's still a half hour of news ahead here on Weekend Mornings. Next, we're running through the morning's top headlines. We'll be right back.
These are the people who help you stay well, searching lower prices and brands you love on the shelves. Behind the counter or in the aisles, healthier's better when it happens together. CVS Pharmacy, healthier happens together.
Stop right there. This week, the Denny's Super Slam is only $9.99. Hungry for all your breakfast favorites? When you want America's biggest breakfast for only $9.99 at Denny's,
it's diner time.
Now open really late.
Pesky leaks? Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal Spray seals out water, air, and moisture. Stops and prevents leaks indoors, outdoors, and virtually anywhere you need. Available in a full line of sealant products.
As I was saying earlier in the meeting, Hey Sharon, do you know Triscuit is crunchy on the outside, yet incredibly wholesome on the inside, just like me.
You forgot salty.
I'm not salty. Triscuit, unapologetically wholesome.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
When your travel adventure is more of a misadventure, it matters where you stay.
And here's some warm DoubleTree cookies.
DoubleTree by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Price pinch? Give it the hammer. Workload overload? Give it the hammer. When times get tough, the tough, give it the hammer. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
Hi, it's Preston from Window World. Over the past 15 years, Window World has donated more than $15 million to St. Jude Children's Hospital. We've also supported the Veterans Airlift Command with 120 flights, transporting more than 150 combat wounded veterans. We have a strong belief in giving back and want to thank everyone who has chosen Window World for your home's renovation. When you go with Window World, you're doing a lot more than remodeling.
News 3 Now is taking action to keep you on top of the latest breaking news.
Taking action whenever news breaks with a team committed to following developing stories so you'll know all the facts.
Taking action for South Central Wisconsin. News 3 Now.
Madison Mallards Baseball brings you a night of fireworks on the base paths, and after the game is over, join us for the Mallards Pride Night, Friday, June 23rd against the Green Bay Rockers with fireworks after the game. News 3 Now is a proud sponsor of Madison Mallards Baseball.
Right now, racing to 2024, President Biden hitting the campaign trail Saturday, all while the GOP field continues to heat up. We have the latest.
And we're tracking some scattered thunderstorm chances for some fathers on your Father's Day. Just who gets it? Coming up.
Also, powerful storms hitting the south while people are recovering in Texas and Florida this weekend. Good morning. Thanks for joining us on Weekend Mornings. I'm Kyle Pazorski. Alex Harrington is standing by for your first warm weather forecast. Alex, how are you doing this Sunday morning?
Hey there, Kyle and folks. Doing just fine and dandy here on this Father's Day, but it wasn't fine and dandy right around the Father's Day back in 1992. So flashback to 1992, and I recall this. Scattered thunderstorms as part of an outbreak of severe weather occurred on June 17th. So it was yesterday, but close enough. Back in 1992, those storms popped up over southwestern Wisconsin and then strengthened rapidly, forming an EF3 tornado. It was an F tornado, the Fujita scale, back in 1992, but now we call that the enhanced Fujita scale. EF3 tornado with winds up to 165 miles per hour. It struck right around noon, and that's kind of a dangerous time for tornadoes because a lot of folks are used to that noon siren. The noon sirens went off, and folks thought, well, it's just the lunchtime bell. Well, it was not. It was a tornado moving into the Oregon area, and actually Gary Canalti, Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, was looking outside of the studio studio, and you could see it here from the studio. And Gary warned everybody that that was coming towards Oregon. Now, we're not expecting severe weather today across southern Wisconsin, but a couple scattered thunderstorms off towards the north and the west, according to our future track model, out towards La Crosse right around 2, 3 o'clock. And then as we march towards the 6, 7 o'clock time frame, look at the scattered thunderstorm activity. La Crosse down to Prairie du Chien to Lone Rock to Platteville. This line of scattered showers and thunderstorms is going to continue to move towards the north and towards the east. Coming up in just a bit, I'm going to tell folks just how far east this line of thunderstorms will get.
Thank you so much, Alex. Fitchburg police are investigating after gunshots were reported Friday night. Officers in the area of Williamsburg Way and South Whitney Way reported hearing 2 gunshots around 11:50 p.m. A search of the area uncovered multiple shell casings in the 5600 block of Williamsburg Way, where multiple vehicles were driving at the time of the incident. Anyone with information is urged to contact Fitchburg Police at 608-270-4300 or Madison Area Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. La Crosse police confirmed in a release that 1 person is in custody and at least 6 were injured in the drive-by shooting in downtown La Crosse early Saturday morning. According to the police department there, shots rang out on 3rd Street near Polito's Pizza just after 2 a.m. One witness at the nearby La Crosse Beer House told News 8 WKBT they saw at least 3 people on the ground after hearing gunfire. Police say a 31-year-old man was arrested on 6 counts of first-degree attempted reckless homicide and 1 count of bail jumping. Investigators believe the shooter acted alone. The Agriculture Department is investigating a possible data breach related to a broader hack of U.S. government agencies. CNN reports that officials with the Agriculture Department say the data breach apparently involves a contractor and impacts a small number of workers. The government says it will contact and provide support to anyone affected. Officials disclosed the broader hack attack of U.S. agencies on Friday. They suspect Russian cybercriminals are to blame. President Biden hit the campaign trail yesterday for his first major event since announcing his bid for re-election. A couple of GOP contenders are also making appearances this weekend. CBS's Wendy Gillette has a recap from Dallas.
President Biden was met with chants of support as he held his first 2024 campaign rally hosted by union members in Philadelphia.
We got a fight in our hands. And my question to you is simple. Are you with me in this fight?
Before his speech, the president took an aerial tour of the area of Interstate 95 that collapsed last weekend.
This goes in the ground. Ready for this class. There you go.
And received a briefing on the repairs.
We're going to get it done in record time because it's so important to the economy, not only of Philly, but the entire Northeast corridor and every community.
Well, hello, Nevada!
GOP presidential contender Ron DeSantis was the headliner at the 8th annual Basque Fry in Douglas County, one of the bigger political events in Nevada.
Shut the border down. We will actually build a border wall. We will hold Mexico accountable, and we will hold the drug cartels accountable for the carnage that they're causing.
It's a message that resonates with supporters.
He has Trump ideas, but there's no baggage. He's a fresh face, young guy.
The Republican at the top of polls, former President Donald Trump, has laid low since Tuesday night when he appeared before supporters at his New Jersey golf club after pleading not guilty to 37 federal charges as part of the classified documents case. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Saturday kicked off the Outdoor Recreation Alliance's Aura Trails Fest in La Crosse. It's a 2-day bike racing event for the whole family. The fun kicked off yesterday with the Enduro race. Spectators got to watch fast-paced, high-flying racing and more downhill runs with the more advanced trail riders. People also got to listen to live music and enjoy popular food trucks. One organizer says this year is even bigger than in the past.
3 events in the past, but we have not had a Wars race. This is part of the Wisconsin Off-Road Series. We haven't had a race as part of this series in 4 years. So 2019 was the last year we did it, and we only had about 250 racers, and we're going to have probably close to 800 this weekend over the 2 days.
If you missed out on the Trails Fest yesterday, organizers say the fun continues on through today. There will be more events for all participants, from kids to professionals. And a different type of biking event took place in Madison Saturday, marked the 13th World Naked Bike Race. It's an international event. Of course, it blurred the footage. Madison's ride, like others around the world, is called by organizers a, quote, joyous celebration of freedom from and rejection of oil dependency and in support of body positivity. Folks pedaled around the Capitol Square during the farmers market, strutting their saggy stuff. And you could say it was a perfect day to get out the single gear and flash your rear. A pair of sisters completed their journey of crossing the state for a cause. Kayla Gregory and Ashton Harnd were inspired by the loss of a friend and set forth to ensure no veteran is left behind. The two left Fond du Lac to march across the state on June 11th. They've walked an average of 50,000 steps a day, stopping in multiple communities on their way to La Crosse. The sisters say they were doing this to raise awareness for veteran care and suicide prevention.
Basically what the Ruck March was for was to raise funds for veterans in crisis and their families, a cause near and dear to my heart. I'm the wife of a veteran, and unfortunately I lost a friend about a year ago who was also a veteran that just lost that battle, and I didn't believe people should be losing that battle anymore.
The two finished their walk Saturday. The sisters set out to raise $3,000 for the Marine Credit Union Foundation. They ended up beating that goal, raising almost $5,000. That foundation will use the money to support veterans and their families. Coming up next, the American workplace is changing. How many young people are switching to freelance work? We have that and more next here on Weekend Mornings.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. Because around here, we're all about comebacks. Whether it's helping you recover after a car accident or return to the job following an injury, it's us fighting the odds and the insurance company to make sure you get the compensation you and your family deserve. No one loves a great comeback story more than Lawton Cates, which motivates us to fight for our clients every day. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose.
Affordable self-care. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
This is Iowa. We just haven't been properly introduced. Say hello to the place where rolling hills meets low bills, where our fields, inside and out, are always growing, and where the fun is just getting started. This is Iowa. So, when are you coming to see us?
Get help reaching your goals with JP Morgan Wealth Plan, a new tool in the Chase mobile app. Use it to set and track your goals, big and small, and see how changes you make today could help put them within reach. From your first big move to retiring poolside and the other goals along the way, Wealth Plan can help you get there. JP Morgan Wealth Management.
Here's your parachute. Packed it myself.
Certain it's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Are you for Imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of congratulating coworkers or saying thank you for being a customer with promotional products from 4imprint. Our expert team is dedicated to making your satisfaction a certainty.
Packed it myself.
Land the perfect products at 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. You should Angie that.
Angie what?
Angie that. It means comparing custom quotes from skilled service professionals or booking at an upfront price so you can find the best price for you. Get started today at Angie.com.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
And happy Father's Day from me, too, to all the fathers tuning in this morning. I'll be seeing my father in Southwest Wisconsin here after the show. Headed out west to celebrate Father's Day with my dad. And sure we'll be playing some euchre and letting those cards fly a little bit later this afternoon. So we break down your Father's Day temperatures. Warm, partly sunny conditions for most areas. Good day to grill out, but some parts of southern Wisconsin, out towards the north and the west, towards La Crosse, our friends to the northwest, may see some scattered thunderstorms as well. In a little bit here, we're going to talk rough weather across the rest of the country. But a flashback to 30 years ago, I remember this tornado was an EF3 that went through Oregon, Wisconsin. That's a strong one. It struck around noon, and that's a kind of a confusing time to have a tornado come through because many folks are used to that noon siren. But Chief Meteorologist Gary Canolti had took a peek outside and saw the tornado and let folks know this is not the noon bell. This is an actual tornado moving in to Oregon back in 1992.
Thank you so much, Alex. A heat wave across the south could bring more severe weather there this weekend after deadly tornadoes touched down in both Florida and Texas. From the air, the tornado's path is a clear line of destruction. The small community of Perryton, Texas, ripped apart by a confirmed tornado. The storm left hundreds of buildings in rubble, tearing down Main Street and destroying at least 200 homes.
We could see like the actual tornado just right there beside our house, and it didn't actually get our house, it got the house over, and yeah, we barely beat it in time.
The local hospital treated more than 100 people with injuries, and at least 3 deaths have been reported, including an 11-year-old boy. Texas Governor Greg Abbott deployed state emergency resources to help, but residents said they were combing through debris themselves, searching for survivors. In America, the American workplace is rapidly changing with the pandemic, great resignation, and corporate layoffs. Many job seekers interested in a non-traditional form of employment. CBS's Diana Buckus explains why independent professionals are increasing in the workplace.
When Danny Owens was laid off from his job this year, he immediately started looking for a new one and decided against traditional employment.
I'm freelancing for a couple different projects and/or brands, nothing full-time.
The creative producer is a part of a growing trend in the workforce referred to as independent professionals. A newly released freelance economic impact report shows there's an estimated 6.7 million independent professionals or freelancers in the U.S.
We're seeing a lot more demand for a different kind of work-life balance.
Siobhan Alders is with Fiverr, a job placement site for freelancers that is behind the research.
We're seeing a lot of people looking for more flexibility in the work that they're doing and more control. Being their own boss is important to them.
According to Fiverr, freelancers earned an estimated $286 billion in 2022, a nearly 10% increase from 2021. 80% of those surveyed say having multiple sources of income provides a greater security than relying on a single employer. And 34% looking for full-time work want to keep a side hustle, even if they find a full-time role.
You get to kind of step in, do the project, finish it, and then leave, which can be like really great.
For now, Owens enjoys being able to pick and choose his jobs and isn't sure he wants to return to a 9-to-5 job. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
The report also reveals women see a clear advantage to freelancing for a number of reasons, including working from home and avoiding the possibility of a toxic work environment. Still ahead on Weekend Mornings, Andrew Bannister has your morning sports fix, and you're taking a live look over at the Capitol. Alex is tracking your forecast just ahead.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Bipolar 1, I got help to push back.
I got help to push back.
We got help to push back with Lybalvi.
Once daily prescription Lybalvi is proven to treat manic or mixed episodes of bipolar 1 in adults to help you push back. Elderly patients with dementia have an increased risk of death or stroke. Do not take Lybalvi if you are taking opioids or are in opioid withdrawal. The samidorphan in Lybalvi can cause severe opioid withdrawal that can lead to hospitalization or increased risk of life-threatening overdose. Get emergency help if you have trouble breathing, become very drowsy with slowed or shallow breathing, or feel faint, very dizzy, or confused. Or if you have fever, stiff muscles, confusion, rash, swollen glands, or problems with your liver, kidneys, heart, or lungs. Other serious side effects may include high cholesterol, weight gain, potentially fatal high blood sugar, uncontrolled body movements, which may be permanent, dizziness upon standing or falls.
Are you ready to push back against bipolar 1? Ask your doctor if Lybalvi is right for you.
Ride a chip,
Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
I think this is it, guys.
When the Martins booked their Verbo vacation home, they really weren't looking for much. A patch of grass for Bruno, a pool for first-timers,
Don't worry, I've got you.
and time with each other. And when they needed support, someone was right there.
I got you.
Because what's unique about a Verbo is you can reach a real person in about a minute.
So, all of us are here to talk about trading. Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See, $1,200 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
You drive a hard bargain. Boom. Chocolate milk.
You don't have to trade.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
Okay.
Get $1,200 off any phone. No trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Happy Father's Day Sunday from me to you and to my dad in Southwest Wisconsin. I'll go visit him out on the farm here momentarily. After the shows, let's break down the Father's Day forecast. We've got some rain for some that want it. Mostly dry in the morning hours on your Father's Day, but some scattered thunderstorms mostly to the west of Madison during the afternoon and the evening hours. We'll track that, the timing, and just who can expect them momentarily here. Most places will stay dry, unfortunately, but some folks might get lucky enough to get some water to at least settle some of the dust. Let's break down our precipitation forecast over the course of the next week. The few chances here, mainly west on your Father's Day. Then we'll go into another dry stretch, and unfortunately that's going to worsen the drought for most areas as we carry on late into the upcoming work week. But good news, better storm chances are in the forecast as we head into next week and going on into the early portion of the next upcoming week. Fingers crossed. Temperatures, they will be warm on your Father's Day in the 80s, then upper 80s, with some places maybe even cracking that 90-degree mark as we head out later into the work week. So it will be hot, it will be dry, and then enter the rain chances as we go later into next weekend. Some rain chances on your Father's Day. High-resolution radar showing a few scattered showers from Rochester east and southeast to La Crosse to Viroqua, north and west of Lone Rock, and just south of Mineral Point. But some of these showers may not be making it to the ground because the air is very dry. So as that rain tries to fall through the atmosphere and gets to this dry surface, some of it evaporates. But that moisture pulling down through the atmosphere is helping to make things more humid, and that will allow for better chances for thunderstorms as we head later into your Father's Day afternoon out towards La Crosse, Viroqua area, north and west of Richland Center towards 4 o'clock. Then watch this as we head past the dinner hour towards 7 o'clock. Better chances for thunderstorms from La Crosse, let's say to Richland Center to north and west of Dodgeville and right around the Platteville area. And then those storms move towards the east. I said earlier, will it make it far enough to the east to get all of southern Wisconsin? I don't have good news in that department. That line will probably get as far east as, let's say, Marshfield to Wisconsin Dells to Maizomanie, Madison, Middleton area to just west of Janesville, and then things will start to fizzle out as we lose that heat of the day. Then as we carry on into the very first part of your work week, temperatures starting off 60 in Madison, 66 in La Crosse, and mid-60s to the northeastern portion of Iowa. Beautiful day on your Monday. It will be dry. It will be warm across the area. And then again, I'm watching those rain chances later next weekend. We need it. Look at this drought taking over much of the country across much of the Midwest and upper Midwest. But good news. The Climate Prediction Center is showing for areas in the northern, let's say 2/3 of the United States, which includes Wisconsin, better chances for moisture as we head out into that 6 to 10 day time frame, and we'll need it because as temperatures stay warm and the drought continues to worsen, we need that rain to break this drought, Kyle and folks. And good news is hopefully we will have some appreciable rains next weekend.
Thank you so much, Alex. And now to sports.
Oregon girls soccer entered yesterday's state title game riding a 2-year unbeaten streak. I mean, I lose my phone every 5 minutes, but lately losing has not been in the Panthers' vocabulary. In a rematch of last year's state title game, round 2 between the Panthers and the Whitefish. Bay Blue Dukes scoreless after 40 minutes, and then Aubrey Kaya went to work. The senior captain breaks free and sends a snipe into the back of the net. That would give Oregon a 1-0 lead. But Whitefish Bay, they'd get the equalizer 4 minutes later. And then with 15 minutes left, this shot is deflected. And that would be your game winner, a heartbreaker. Panthers finish runner-up in Division II. Twice in Edgewood girls soccer history, they've been crowned state champions. This year, they seem destined for a third, finishing the season atop the D3 rankings, looking for their first state title since 2011. Crusaders just have to get past Plymouth in the D3 final. After a scoreless first half, the Panthers made a run. Haley Batzner flips it to Melina Knowles, and she finds the back of the net to give Plymouth a 1-0 lead. And then not even 2 minutes later, it's Sarah Welsh from the free kick, about 40 yards out for another goal. Another heartbreaker. Edgewood finishes runner-up in D3, 2-1 the final score. Chimray Dike held his second annual youth football camp today at his alma mater, Waukesha North. Alongside Tanner Mordecai, C.J. Williams, and Braylon Allen, they developed the next crop of Badgers and did it for a good cause. When he was 16, one of Dike's best friends, Kai Lermer, died suddenly from an undiagnosed heart condition. This camp works to raise awareness about EKGs and to raise money for the Kai Lermer Memorial Fund, all while 3rd through 10th graders share the gridiron with their heroes.
The kids were able to get out there, have some good fun, and learn a couple things from my teammates and myself. And I think my teammates enjoyed it almost as much as the kids, so if not more. So it was awesome, great day. It's exactly what I wanted.
It's a great thing that Chim's doing, giving back to his community. We had a great time working with the kids. It looked like the kids had fun. I hope they learned something, got something out of it, because we did.
And that's your Sunday morning sports fix. Have a fantastic day.
When we come back, Alex has one last final check of the forecast. But first, a popular musician's work is being put up for auction. We have that story next.
I'm saving with Liberty Mutual, Mom. They customize your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need. You could save $700 just by switching.
Oh, let me put a reminder on my phone. On the top of the pile.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Oh, everybody, let's eat naturally. Natural recipes, great taste is guaranteed.
Natural recipes. Beneful. Eat happy. Try new Incredibites. Just for small dogs.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and cheeks and mouth and nose.
Affordable self-care. It's what we do. Massage Envy, where better begins.
If you're a homeowner looking to make improvements to your home this spring, there's a product now available in your area that's going to save you thousands of dollars on your home's most important investment, your roof. Roof rejuvenation from Greener Shingles will add 5 to 15 years of life to your existing roof without having to go through an expensive roof replacement. I'm here with Russell Beckham, and he's a local authorized dealer of Greener Shingles that's helping homeowners save big money with roof rejuvenation. Russell, explain the roof rejuvenation process from Greener Shingles.
Roof rejuvenation is the process of reintroducing the protective qualities back into asphalt shingles, such as the flexibility, the granular adhesion, and also adding resistance to hail impact.
That's pretty amazing. Call now for a free roof inspection and see if your roof qualifies for roof rejuvenation from your local authorized dealer of Greener Shingles. The number is on the screen right now, but don't just take it from Russell and me. Listen to some of our happy customers.
I was just in the backyard the other day, doing yard work and stuff, and I can't help but to look at my roof because the way it looked before and the way it looks now is just unbelievable.
it appears we probably saved around $20,000 by doing this process.
Save money in 2023 by extending the life of your roof by 5 to 15 years.
Call the number on the screen right now for a free roof inspection and learn more about roof rejuvenation from your local Greener Shingles dealer. Call now.
Price pinch? Give it the hammer. Workload overload? Give it the hammer. When times get tough, the tough, give it the hammer. Arm & Hammer, more power to you.
Like that bomb went off.
I'm on the scene of an explosion.
By the next morning, it had gone out of my account.
Scammers have new tricks up their sleeve all the time.
I'm terrified to see his name again next to another little girl's name because nobody listens.
I'm feeling stressed looking over your shoulder.
And finally this morning, the self-titled demo tape that late musician Prince used to land his first recording contract is up for auction. Boston-based auction house RR Auction is selling the demo, which was recorded in 1976. It contains unreleased versions of the songs Just As Long As We're Together and My Love Is Forever, as well as the never-released Jelly Jam. Prince was just 18 years old when he recorded the tracks, all written, sung, and arranged by him. The demo was part of the Marvels of Modern Music auction that ends on Thursday. Alex Harrington, are you going to be bidding on the auction?
Probably not, because my music repertoire is very much 40s. That's owing to Grandma Harrington is going to be 100.
I don't have enough
Tuesday.
money to even bid for that.
Good day to take the music out on the deck, though, folks. Yes. At least for part of your Father's Day forecast, some slight chances of storms, mostly to the west and northwest of Madison. It's going to be hot, though, all across the area as we carry on into the week. Better rain chances as we head into next weekend.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you all for watching. Have a great Sunday.